Okay, so here is a little program I made. It's called Themsic. Gonna have to change the name some point, but yeah. So basically, it is a music making tool where you create a melody, a theme, and then it extrapolates a whole song for you, more or less. So the core of it is this section over here. This is where the user will put in um, the theme. So they can enter notes like so, and that is their theme. As they enter notes, it will eliminate keys that it couldn't be in. Oh, and this keyboard over here means nothing. Fail at attempt at adding reference. You can tell what notes you're hitting by looking down here. So right now I doubt that I put something that was in a key. Yeah. So let's see, how can we make this better? I have a D, an F sharp, and a G sharp. Let's try that. There we go. So let's say this was the key of F. So let's just see what that sounds like. And let's make it a little more interesting. Let's see, we're in the key of F, so let's add an E here. All right, so yeah, click the key of F, and then we click extrapolate. Have to mouse over here for some reason, and there we go. That's our extrapolated thing. It extrapolates for 16 measures, and which is just an arbitrary number that I put in, and it extrapolates both a melody and an accompaniment, which then can then be played. So yeah, I don't have like any auto scrolling at the moment, but you get the idea. So what's actually happening here is I've predefined some chords, a chord progression for the piece to follow. Eventually, I hope to make that user defined, but for now, I just hard coded in some chords for it to follow. Basically, it's something like 1 4 5 1 1 6. I don't know. I just tried to hit a bunch of chords, and so it takes this theme and it transposes it according to which chord it's in. So it assumes that the theme is the one chord and then transposes things accordingly. On the even chords, I also so it's one chord per measure, and on the even chords, I also added a bit of randomness just to add in some randomness, and so each note in an even chord or measure, even measure, can shift about a third up, possibly. The accompaniment, what goes on here is for each chord, I've defined a certain pattern for it to follow. So on one chord, it'll play the root of the chord and the third of the chord. And on the 4 and 5 chords, I have it playing the root and the fifth. Later on, I believe the 6 and 7 chords, I have them play the same note over and over again, which is the root, root, root. And then over here, this is probably a 2 or a 3 chord, which plays, again, the root, 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 but only quarter notes instead of eighth notes. So yeah, that's what it does right now. These things aren't so important right now. It's just unfinished stuff. What else? Yeah, I hope to expand this to do more things. And give the user some more control over what can be done. I'd like to also expand it beyond just your basic Western music and allow users to actually define what they think key is, and and then also define what sort of patterns would go into the accompaniment. In fact, I hope to make it so that the user can just keep on adding tracks as opposed to there only being 2 tracks as there is right now. In code, I can switch it to a different MIDI device, and then I can record it in another program like LMMS or Famitracker. Yeah. I think that's about it. Yeah. All right. Cool. I'm going to stop this recording now.